Hey guys, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a nice long weekend. Feeling a little refreshed this morning. Certainly not the atmosphere that we would all want sitting here in an empty class. But I just want to make this video for you because I think the fact that you can kind of watch it at your own pace and you can kind of pause it to take some notes or rewatch it if you miss something. I think that kind of helps a lot of us. So we're going to continue working with the calculator. I'm almost done grading your test, so I'm hopeful to finish that up by the end of the day. Um, so I'm in your notes here, okay, and I'm on, I think, page 10 or 11. And I just want to review something that we've done and how it works with the calculator, and then introduce a new topic. So working with some new tools here. Just bear with me. Hopefully, we'll make it work. So this example is about Rafael Nadal, all right, and it's about the speed in which his average on his serve. All right, it's 115 miles per hour. We're told that it's normally distributed. So we might draw a curve here to kind of help us. We might consider that, okay, here's the mean, which is 115. We're told that. And in this question, we're asked what percent expect to exceed 120 miles per hour. So 120 is a little less than one standard deviation above the mean. Okay, so we have an idea of about what this could be based on the 68, 95, and 99.7 rule. However, not an exact number, right? So we have to figure out, all right, what percentage would be above 120? And because it doesn't fall exactly one or two or three standard deviations away from the mean, we would have to go to the calculator. So the way in which we're going to do this is we're going to hit not a graph. It's going to be menu 552, right? So 552, normal CDF. We're told 120 or more, so I'll just put a big number in there for the upper bound. We're told the mean is 115 and the standard deviation is 6. All right, so our answer here is about 20%, and that would work, guys. You could say, roughly or about 20%. Now, I still want you to make sure, for partial credit purposes, to show work, you would still give me the output, that the calculator gave, norm CDF. So just pretty much exactly what you would see here, you would write down on your paper if this were a test or a quiz, and that would work as far as credit. Okay. Let's just do one more example of, again, something that we should be comfortable with at this point. So the next one says, all right, well, what percent of Nadal's serves are between 100 and 110? All right, so this is just a rough sketch, right? So if the mean, again, was 115, we'll say this is 100 and this is 110, okay? And again, we can't do this by hand. We can always give like a kind of an estimate, but we need the calculator. All right, so menu, probability, distributions, norm CDF, 552. The smaller number always goes in the lower bound. The bigger number is the upper bound. Our mean and our standard deviation. So again, about 20%, right? 19.6. If this was a test or quiz, I would want you to write this output. All right, I would want you to write about the norm CDF. Some people could round. Some people prefer to do 19.6. Both would work, okay? Now, that's stuff and skills, guys, that we should be confident with to this point. Where we're going next is we're going to be asked the question a little differently. All right, so to show you that, I'm going to go down in your notes a little bit. And let's see. All right, serving speed, okay? It says the same data from up top. All right, so this is on page 13. We still have the mean and we still have the standard deviation, okay? 115 and 6. Now it says how fast is the ball traveling to be at the 90th percentile of Nadal's serves? Okay, so it's not asking me what proportion or what percentage of his serves are between two speeds. It's actually asking me something like inversely to that. It's saying, all right, here's our normal distribution. Here's our curve. We know the area underneath this is 1. or 100%. We know 0 would be here. All the way over here is 100%. When you're in the 90th percentile, all right? Sorry, lights just went out here. If you're at the 90th percentile, that means you are, let's just say right here. You have outperformed 90% of your peers. All right? Or in other words, in this case, in context of the problem, out of all the serves Rafael Nadal has, what speed is better than 90% of them? Okay? So we're asked here, how fast is the ball traveling? What's the miles per hour of the ball that's traveling in the 90th percentile? So 0.9 or 90%. We have to know the x this time around, not the other way around. So our calculator allows us to do this. Instead of 552, it's 553. Inverse norm. All right, the 90th percentile with a mean of 115 and a standard deviation of 6 comes out to being, guys, I don't know why that didn't work. Let me do that again. So menu 553, inverse norm, 0.9, 115, and 6. There we go. So about 122.7, I'll say. So using inverse norm, putting in 0.9, 115, and 6, we found that the speed of that serve is about 122.7 miles per hour. Okay? So again, think about the questions that we started with. We were always figuring out a percent. Now we're actually going to figure out that X value, whether it's cholesterol level, serving speed in tennis, the distance that Tiger Woods hits his drives off the tee. It could be anything. So let's look at this one, the top 5%. So I would continue to suggest drawing the curve. And this might be a good illustration as to why that would help us. But the top 5%, that would be these people up here, the top 5. All right. Now, I'm going to do this problem incorrectly to prove a point. But we would hit menu 553. And some of you right now might be thinking, all right, area is 0.05, 5%. Now, if he averages 115 miles per hour, is the top 5%, could that be 105 miles per hour? I mean, no, right? 105, if this is 115, 105 is all the way over here. We want what speed is in the top 5%. So the calculator reads left to right. So when you enter area into the calculator, you need to enter it not as the top 5%, all right, but as everything that was left of that mark, meaning the top 5% is like the 95th percentile. That's how you would have to enter it into the calculator. And now this number makes a lot more sense. 124 point, let's say 0.9, right? So the top 5% of Nadal serves travel at 124.9 miles per hour or higher, right? Anything above that mark. So watch this quick video, and then we'll talk about things together in class. All right, thanks, guys.